So, you're a freshly made Squire, huh? You must be thinking about what all this means. Well, I'm here to explain everything I can to make this process from what you were to what you are now as easy and refreshing as possible. Hello, my name is Alice. I am part of the Helian Coven. You may have seen me around Delaire Manor, but I have a very important job, and that is to help you get into grips of your new title. Now, I won't go into the grisly and beautiful history of Squire. I don't think you want to sit here for that long. But if you do, then I'm willing to sit with you and explain everything I can. For now, let's just keep it simple. So, you've just come out of the euphorical high of being freshly bitten, and not in the same way as when your vampire drinks from you. Now, I've never had a Squire, so I don't know what that feeling is like, but I am qualified enough to know exactly what to do after. I hear it takes a while to get over that honeymoon period. Yes, that's another thing. Everything's going to feel a lot more. Better thinking, better hearing, better sight, the whole shebang. How you people have survived with such dull senses baffles me. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, what is a Squire? A Squire is someone, shifter, human, demon, whomever, who is mated, let's say, to another person. See how I said person rather than a vampire? You can be a Squire to anyone. It doesn't have to be a vampire. But I guess only vampires call their squires Squires. Yes, so in case of human mates, such as yourself, the vampire, in this case, will leave a mark on you. Not to turn you into a vampire, that's not how we work. Only a sire can do that. What is a sire? Okay, let's dig in a little deeper then. So, the hierarchy of a coven is pretty simple. You have your coven master, who is usually a sire. A sire is the one who can turn people into vampires. And you have your elders, the Helian Three in our case. They hold the highest power in any coven, and all us vampires answer to them. At least us in the Helian clan. Our elders are Celeste Delaire and our coven master Victoire Vespertine. Well, our third would be Constance Vigilance Delaire, but she's still in school. Their parents, the Delaires, whose manor we all graciously live in, didn't want their youngest to be forced into this lifestyle. Between you and me, she's not a vampire, so she wouldn't really understand the pull that we feel. Right, yes, she's the adopted child, but I wouldn't say that to her face. Or to anyone in Helian Coven. They're all very protective of Constance. The Helian Three are viewed as the queens of the coven. Oh, we're an open coven. We welcome anyone who wants to be part of it. We have demons from the Cassius Legion, shifters from Kalmia Pack, and the Flocks, and humans too. You may have seen them roaming around here and there. Our manor caters to all types of people, whether it be your ethnicity, or your taste, or anything really. We do our best. But what exactly is a Squire? Okay, so first and foremost, Squires is sort of like what humans or shifters consider mates. I mean, that's what your media says, right? It's sort of a shorthand for soulmate. Someone you love dearly and want to spend the rest of eternity with. Or well, that's what they want you to think. Eternity is not as long as you think it is. Of course, we are fully against abuse and any forms of violence, unless you're into that sort of thing. That's not here or there. I mean, we just say stay safe, sane and consensual, but that's between you and your vampire, or whomever you're with. But we don't condone anything like that here if it is negative. So don't even think about it. We also take into consideration any serious fallings out, and the death of your squire or other half, and things like that. But the bond is final. We, as vampires, only get one squire in our long lives. One choice, one person, that's it. So we take this very seriously. If someone's asked you to be their squire, that is one of the highest points that you can get, really. You are our beloved. We would die for you. We would kill for you. We would do practically anything for you. We mark you and expect you to share the same heart-skipping beat love for us too. The bites or marks or whatever your vampire or whomever has left on you or with you, I know some demons prefer jewelry and piercings and the like, are part of the process. What's done, you complete the bonding process and the bond itself. So you're stronger as one entity. Now since you have already done that, let's go on to next steps. What to expect with a bond? Been feeling a little lighter lately, have you? A little like you're on cloud 9? Like you're invincible. That you can do anything. Like you could jump off a building and know you're safe. That your other half will catch you. I'm not saying they won't catch you, but you should probably try not to jump from buildings or walk along a busy road or whatever stupid thing that you humans can sometimes die easily for. They'll protect you, but I am not responsible for the reprimand you'll get for being an idiot. That's the honeymoon phase. It'll dull down a bit once you've gotten used to it, but it won't fully go away. You'll soon start feeling emotions, hearing their voices in your head, fleeting thoughts mostly here and there, like snapshot images, sudden feelings that occur, like a warmth or a cold or whatever. But you'll get used to it. I mean, if not, we do have a lovely department here that'll assist you. The Department of Assistance to Mental, Social and Emotional Liasons. Or damsel. Any questions or worries about your mental, social or emotional needs that you feel you need peer assistance with? That means if you want to speak to anyone who has been in the same situation as you are now in, you can speak to them directly. That's what we're here for, really. Besides that is the sort of bloodlust when it comes to us vampires. It has a different meaning for werewolves, vampires, shifters, demons and the like, but basically it means that we desire our squire, I'd say to the point of death, yes, but not in that sort of frightening way. We like to keep you sated. Let's just say it like that. We are obviously able to control it if it gets too bad. We don't want to hurt you. Remember when I said you are literally the only person that a vampire or a werewolf or a shifter can have? We drink from blood bags, as you may have noticed. We have a sort of truce with the blood banks themselves that allow us to go back and forth and get the bags that we need. Obviously some of us do prefer a certain type of blood over the others, but we are happy with whatever we get. We can obviously eat food and, drink to our leisure, whatever the case is, but, it's kind of like vitamins. We need to at least have 1 or 2 blood bags a day. But I wouldn't worry about that too much. However, as a squire, you are technically the only people that vampires can drink from in order to sate themselves. I wouldn't worry too much. Your vampire isn't exactly going to suck your blood completely dry. That's not what bloodlust means. It's not what anything means. We obviously care for you. Your vampire calls you their beloved for a reason. We could be fed by our mates. Obviously we require your consent, but it's not a given. You can always say no, and we ask for consent every time. You can donate it too, actually. If you don't like the whole biting thing. That's completely understandable. It is up to you, really, how you want to go ahead with it. As vampires, we can still continue taking from blood bags if need be. It won't be the same, but at the same time, like I said, you're the only one for us. We'll make sure that you are happy before anyone else. Also, just to sort of work on the whole mind link thing, though obviously at the moment you are a bit overwhelmed with the amount of things coming to you in your brain. Obviously it is a big change from having one single solo person in your brain, such as yourself, to having another person in there entirely. We try not to shove our way into it, we do sort of ease ourselves into it, but you can send any messages or talk privately by mind linking, just by using your mind. Obviously you can work with that, and the Department of Assistance to Mental, Social and Emotional Liasons can help you with that. Usually, Victoire does inform us of things that we need to do if we need to do something instead of calling us. That's really the only time she ever does that, but a sire can do that to any of the vampires that they have sired, or created, obviously. They can also do the opposite. If you want to block others from reading your mind or mind linking with them, you are obviously able to do that as well. The best way to imagine it is to imagine having a big, thick wall in front of you that will stop anything coming in. You can obviously create a door for just one person, such as your mate, or your squire, or your sire, or whomever to come through. But I'm pretty sure no one would read or even mind link with you that isn't your vampire, or whomever. That's just frowned upon. Anyway, maybe being linked to a mystical creature is awesome, and they do obviously have their pros and cons, but I wouldn't worry. If you do have any further questions, you can always speak to me, Alice, if you forgot my name, or anyone in the Department of Assistance to Mental, Social and Emotional Liasons. We are here to assist you in order to make sure that you work with your bond in an amazing pace. If you do find you have any needs or anything like that that are outside of what you can actually tell your vampire, or if you just need to speak to someone else in the same situation as you, or if you just want to speak to me, you're very welcome to do so. We're all here to help you. And with that, this is me, Alice, of the Helian Coven. Congratulations on becoming a Squire. I hope to see you later. Bye!